Alright, what's going on everybody? Hope you're all doing well and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the deals that I got on Black Friday. And let me tell you, I don't really like to order too many things online, but with some of the deals that I was coming across, I just couldn't help myself. So I bought a few games, not too many, but I will say I bought a very, very rare PlayStation 4 game that is worth a lot of money and I got it for an absolute steal. So we'll talk about it later throughout this video, but yeah, let's hop into the video. Let's see what we got and I'll talk about each game. All right, so first up, we got Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance for the PlayStation 5. I absolutely love the Persona series. It's actually one of my favorite series of all time. I love the characters, the gameplay, the storytelling, pretty much everything about Persona. But I'll be honest with you, when it comes to Shin Megami Tensei, which is like the mainline series, honestly, I couldn't really tell you too much about it. I always felt like this was going to be a series that I will eventually get into. It's not a matter of if, but when. And Black Friday deal, I felt like it was the perfect excuse to. So for how cheap I got this game, I'm very excited for it. What really sold me on Vengeance was that it was basically a definitive version of SMT5. Adding new story content, new demons, improved mechanics, and just overall quality of life updates. Basically everything fans wanted from the original game. And I am a huge JRPG fan, so this dark atmosphere, the demon fusion system, and those sharp and demonic character designs just immediately catch my eye. SMT, as far as I can tell, has always leaned more into the dark and overall heavier themes than Persona ever did. It's a lot more darker, a lot more apocalyptic, and I'm kind of excited just to finally experience this side of Atlus's world building. I don't know much about the story yet, but I know the gameplay is very fast, very strategic, a lot more punishing than Persona from the looks of it. I've seen a lot of gameplay online, and the gameplay looks immense and very good. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to finally booting this game up and seeing what the hype's all about. Next up is a game that I've had my eye out for a few years, and I've never been able to find it for just the right price that I'm willing to pay for it. And I waited for it to go down in price, and for the Black Friday deal that I found, I got this game only in the post yesterday, brand new and sealed for the PlayStation 4, and that is Final Fantasy X and X Part 2 HD Remaster. I love the Final Fantasy series, I've got to say. I only discovered it a few years ago. And what I mean by that is I feel like I really discovered Final Fantasy for the first time when Final Fantasy VII Remake was released. Growing up, I knew what Final Fantasy was. It was a huge franchise. My dad absolutely loved it. I knew of it, but I never really understood it. Every game that we played through just looked very different. There was always different characters, different worlds, totally different vibes in each game. And as a child, it was very overwhelming, just kind of seeing each game being so different from the next. And when I finally did play Final Fantasy, which was the remake that came out only a few years ago, for me, that was the gateway. I absolutely loved it. The characters, the setting, the combat. Even though the gameplay is different from the original, the remake blew me away. Then a few years later, when I was actually in Japan, in Tokyo, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launched, and just seeing the overall excitement and the love for the game, it was amazing. So I knew that the moment I got home, I was going to buy it instantly. And yeah, absolutely incredible game. I won't ramble on too much about that because I could just go on and on about how good that game is. But it did make me want to explore the Final Fantasy series as a whole. So I started playing more of the Final Fantasy games. So I picked up Final Fantasy 16, which was super fun, very DMC inspired, which I'm not complaining about, but the story was okay for me, but visually just insane. Some of the cutscenes that I see in that game are still some of the best that I've seen in gaming as of right now. Then I jumped into Final Fantasy 15, which I didn't finish. I like the boy band thing, I get it, it was fun, but just for me, I couldn't really get into the game too much. I put a lot of hours into it. I enjoyed it for what I played it, but I could not sink any more hours into it. Maybe that's a bit unfair from me. Maybe I'll give it another chance someday. But yeah, I could not get into that game as much as I did the others. Obviously, I have a lot more Final Fantasy games to play, but going through each of these Final Fantasy games that I have played, one thing has always been very, very standout and very clear is that each game in the Final Fantasy universe that I have played has such a good charm about it. It always makes me want to learn more about the characters, the world, the story, the gameplay. I always want to learn more about each thing from each game that I play. And so doing a little bit of research online, for many fans, Final Fantasy X seems to be their favorite. Obviously, it's very mixed between, certain other games, but a lot of people do like this game in particular, and I just had to see what the hype was about. I obviously didn't want to spoil anything for myself, so I'm not really looking too much into gameplay and story and everything like that. I want to go into this game as blind as possible and make my own, experience for it and see what I think of the game. Obviously, there's 2 games in this, but I am really looking forward to finally playing this game. So, when I do play it, if I finish it, I imagine these games are going to take a while to finish, but I might make a video talking about this game because I've seen so much hype around just people playing this game for the first time. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game in particular. And I can't remember if I actually said it, but I got this game brand new and sealed for £10, which is an absolute steal. So I was waiting for the right time and price, and yeah, I think I finally found it. So I will let you know whenever I do play it, because I will get round to playing this one. I know that I've seen some comments where I'm buying loads of games. They say, "Hey, you're never going to play these." That's maybe true, but I know for a fact I will play these games for sure. So maybe I'll let you know. But trust me, it will be played. Next up, I finally grabbed Shovel Knight. Now, this game was an indie game. I think it was pretty popular back in the day. And admittedly, I am a sucker for 8-bit and retro style games, especially when they're still modern but still capture that classic NES feel. Shovel Knight has always been one of those indie games that people just rant and rave about. It's tight platforming, it's great level design, fun characters, and a difficulty curve that is challenging without feeling unfair. I have seen gameplay before and it just looks really pure, just polished fun. I've heard the soundtrack is just another thing that everyone loves to talk about, so I'm really looking forward to that kind of super nostalgic chiptune vibes. Plus, this game comes with multiple characters and campaigns now, so it's got a lot more content than it did when it was originally released. And I've heard the boss fights are amazing too, so I'm really excited to finally dive into this game. I'm actually going to boot this game up tonight because I just really feel like I want to play like a classical 8-bit style game. It's been a long time since I have, so yeah, Shovel Knight, I'll be playing that tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. And last, but definitely not least, this game, oh man, I can't believe the price I got it for. This game is pretty rare. It's very expensive to buy, especially the PS4 copy of the game, and for the price that I got it for, I just could not believe. I was thinking, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm thinking like there's got to be something wrong. The disc doesn't work or something. And well, I am very surprised I got it, and it works absolutely fine. And that is Deadpool for the PlayStation 4. If you know me, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with anything superhero related. So this was just an easy pickup for me. I've actually played and finished this game years ago. I borrowed it from a friend back in the day, and I remember it just being a total blast. The humor is exactly what you'd expect from a Deadpool game. It's, chaotic, it's stupid, it's self-aware. But honestly, the kind of jokes you probably wouldn't get away with nowadays because people don't like to laugh anymore from the sounds of it. But it captures that era older games just used to have when things used to be a little bit more unfiltered. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty simple, very simplistic. It's a hack and slash, you can use your swords, you can use your guns, create high combos. But overall, it's that kind of just very fun, chaotic Deadpool feel. And if you're a fan of the movies, then if you can, I know this game is very expensive, but try your best to play this game. It's very fun. I don't think you'll see this being rebooted or anything like that anytime soon. The cameos from other Marvel characters was always great to see. The game has a lot of charm and a lot of personality too. So again, I know it's a very hard game to come across, but if you can, definitely play it. It's a lot of fun. It's not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one of those games that just makes you smile. And now that I finally have it in my collection permanently, I'm very happy. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you get any great deals on Black Friday? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have any thoughts or opinions on any way I can improve these videos and this channel, I'm always looking for ways to improve, so I'd be very grateful for that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching all the way up to the end. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.